Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 96.
Scott, old school.
I'm Chester, I'm New School, and today we'll be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers made it to the playoffs last year,
Yeah.
but not great, right?
Yeah, well, they went on a big losing streak at the end of the year, but they were at one point like 8-2, was it? I think it's up in that range, and you end 10-7. It was something like that.
Had some quarterback issues, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess, right? You had Russell Wilson, who was, a little iffy, but I don't know. It's almost not only a quarterback issue if the whole team goes from pretty good record to...
Well, they got a new quarterback this year. What's his name?
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers is the Steelers quarterback.
And it is probably his last year. Pretty sure it's his last year.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
This is the last go.
Yeah.
And he held out forever, and he annoys everybody
Yeah.
because that's who he is. But he had some pretty good numbers last year.
Yeah, like for the Jets being like 5-12 or something like that, he did put up some decent numbers.
Yeah, almost 4,000 yards.
For him being 100 years old.
Right, he's not mobile.
Yeah,
He can't run anymore. He's not great in the locker room. He's not a good teammate. But he's a good quarterback. He's still a good quarterback, I think. He's not a great quarterback anymore. He's still a really good quarterback.
Yeah, he will put up numbers. He can win you games still. And he'll have one of those Aaron Rodgers throws.
Sure.
You know those Aaron Rodgers throws.
He will make that throw that nobody else can make, and then he will throw it in the dirt 15
Yeah,
times.
exactly. And then blame the receiver.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of the good things is having Mike Tomlinson. He'll actually put his foot down, where Aaron Rodgers loves to change the plays, do all that motion nonsense at the start of the
run the play clock.
Yeah, let's put the play clock down to 0 seconds
every time.
Brutal. But with Mike Tomlinson, who's a very experienced coach, the Jets didn't actually have a coach last year, really.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he's going from a team, the Jets, whose defense severely regressed last year.
Yeah, they got worse.
I think that team wins a couple more games, 2 or 3 more games at least, if the defense doesn't regress as much as it did.
Yeah,
he's going to a team that has a really good defense last year and had a middle-of-the-pack offense.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade for both him and for the team. They should be able to do something. Can they do something?
Yeah, I mean, I think they can. I think the one thing that they have a benefit is that you have the Cleveland Browns in your division, who aren't very good, and you also have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 100% offense and 0% defense, and still haven't even signed their first-round pick to a contract yet, which, is not the best thing for your team.
A little dysfunctional. Yeah,
when you have, like 60% of your money on 3 players, it's not great.
And then they've got and they have the Ravens.
The Ravens, who will most likely win the division.
Right.
But
one of our biggest episodes last year was
Steelers
who's better, Steelers or Ravens, and boy did the Ravens fans come on. That one. So I think this team can do something.
I think so.
As long as Rodgers stays healthy, which isn't a guarantee.
And they also have DK Metcalf, right?
And if they do, if the same thing happens, they start 8-2, and then they lose 4 or 5 games in a row, like they did, that's when Rodgers turns into kind of the cancer.
Yeah.
Where deflecting blame and he's going on McAfee and just talking. Just talking.
Yeah.
That's his biggest issue. Talking is Aaron Rodgers' biggest problem.
Yeah.
And I don't think he can change. He is who he is. He's that.
Yeah,
that's who he is. It's just who he is. As you said, I also think it's a 1 year. It's a 1 year thing.
My thing is, it's just even if he does play good, what is the extent? How good does he actually have to play to get a renewed contract and 2 to even keep playing. Like, he's gonna be so.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got it in him.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but as you said, they brought in Metcalf
yeah,
as a receiver. When we had the Seahawks thing, you weren't as high on Metcalf as I am.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player.
I didn't say he was a bad player. I just said he should be more like what AJ Brown is.
Okay. T.J. Watt has got a big contract.
Right.
Anybody who thought he was going to go any place doesn't know, isn't paying attention because there was no for a chance he was going to get traded. I mean, but it's funny. This is going to mirror kind of the Jets the previous year. The defense has to be top 10 again.
Which I think they should, because they didn't really make much changes to their coaching staff.
That's what everybody said about the Jets team, too.
Yeah, that's
and they
true.
kind of fell apart.
I guess.
Granted, the Jets, that whole organization is a can do odd things. I think the Steelers can be good.
Yeah.
I don't think, it's tough. You've got Buffalo, Baltimore, Kansas City, those 3 teams, at least those 3 teams ahead of you. If Cincinnati can get any sort of defense, you have trouble there.
Yeah,
right. Are the Chargers going to still be what can the Chargers take a step? Unfortunately, I don't see the Steelers taking a step up.
Yeah,
maybe a second round to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
they haven't won a playoff game in 5 some years. So.
Yeah.
And it's not like, but it's like the problem with the AFC is there's so many you have those 3 really top of the chain guys, and then you have a bunch of good-ish teams. You have the Broncos, the Chargers, the Steelers, the Bengals. All those teams are very 10-7, 11-6 heavy.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's kind of obviously if you get maybe that 4th seed, that 5th seed. Sorry, you have a little more of a chance.
They need some luck, and when they get out of the playoffs, Rodgers has to play the best he's played in years, because he's been pretty not great in the playoffs in his recent playoff games. So anyway, I think that's it, right? Steelers?
I think so too.
I'm sure Steelers fans are pretty excited, or after seeing what Rodgers did on the Jets, they might be like, "Oh my God, we're stuck with Aaron Rodgers," and that you're gonna feel that sometimes. But I guess you hope for the best and see what happens. I
guess so.
He's a better quarterback than they had last year.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I think that's it.
All right, peace.
Peace.